Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move along with our development process. So in this video, we're going to cover steps 1.2 and 1.3 of handling the review cart details. And then we'll also cover step 2 of updating the cart service by changing subject to behavior subject. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move into checkout component.ts. And in our ng on init method, we're going to write some code to call review cart details. So this dot review cart details. Now this is a new method. We haven't declared it yet. We're simply just putting a reference in for it right now. And so the IDE tells us about the error. Yep, we know. And then we will allow the IDE to help us by declaring the method for review cart details. Awesome. So it just created that method for us. Let me try and scroll down and find out where it's at. Let's see, can't find it. Silly me. I'll just go back to the top and I'll say review cart details, and I'll simply say, hey, go to the definition. I should have did that from the beginning. All right, great. So there's the method. So it buried it somewhere in the middle. Yikes. So it has some placeholder stuff here. I'll remove that. And so basically what we want to do here in review cart details is that we want to subscribe to the subjects on the cart service. So I want to subscribe to cart service.total quantity and also subscribe to cart service.total price. And whatever data is returned, then I'll simply assign it accordingly. I'll simply say this dot total quantity equals the data returned total quantity. And we've seen this coding before with some of our other coding for subscribing. And I'll simply do a similar thing here for total price. So total price dot subscribe. Alrighty, so this looks pretty good. So we have the subscriptions set up for total quantity and total price. Now let's just test our application real quick. Move into mouse pads. I'll add some items here to the cart. Move down to checkout and move all the way down to my review your order. And that's strange. Now, remember, since the checkout component is instantiated later in the application, it's going to miss out on the previous messages. So we're still going to get these zeros for total price and total quantity. So we need to somehow get a replay or somehow get the last message that was sent across. And remember, earlier in the videos, we said behavior subject is the one that we want to use for this given scenario. All right, so let's swing back into our IDE, and this is step 2.1 of changing subject to behavior subject. And so we'll do this work inside of our cart service. And it's a very simple change here, right? So we just replace subject with behavior subject. And then I simply give the initial value of 0. And then I can simply copy paste this and do the same thing for total quantity. All right, so that's in place. That looks pretty good. So new behavior subject, and we specify the initial value of 0 for price and quantity. All right, so let's go ahead and swing back into our browser and test this out. Just add some items to the cart, do a checkout. And we'll scroll down to our review your order section. And success. All right, so we're getting the quantity and the price. And the reason we're getting this information now is that even though the checkout component subscribed late, we're making use of behavior subject. So they're going to send the most recent or the latest event or message to this given component. All righty, so I'd say good job, my friend.